LEDs, liquid emitted diodes. Lights that I've been working on for past year on specific kits. I haven't worked on many kits with LED lights, custom-wise. I've tried it on a few kits and met with marginal success. But here, at this point in time, with me building this kit, it definitely needs a light source. I did talk about this in previous videos, and I will reiterate again on what I plan to do, and thinking of best case and worst case scenarios, or options, you could say, if I can do it. The Hulkbuster has a lot of light features in specific areas that make the Hulkbuster unique. We'll use this as an example again. I've already done it before, so I apologize. But to recap everybody else who's starting to watch these videos now, we all are aware that there's a light source here in the arc reactor. There's a light source here in the head. There's two light sources here in the palms of the hands for the repulsor rays. There are two light sources in the knees. I'm thinking that maybe it's because of its own arc reactor in here to support the remaining body. Then we have two light sources here for the thrusters here in the back, and four that's back here. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 LED lights. Now, let's break this down so people can understand. Well, LED lights uses up, of course, a specific type of wattage. And the ones that I have here, like the ones that's in this little container, which are 1 point, the small little, hold on, these little 1.6 millimeter LED lights, or these 3 millimeter LED lights, which, no, that's the wrong battery, sorry, which, if I put this battery in, it powers it up. Whichever I use, doesn't matter which size it is, they all use the same wattage, 3 watts. And if I put 12 LED lights, that means I gotta put 6 of these little LEDs, batteries, one on top of another, sandwiching them together. The idea may be a good idea, but I don't think it's a sound idea. I don't, at one point or another, because we're going to find ways to cheat our way through in a way. I want to create like a stationary, or how can I say this? I want to create primary light sources, and then use those primary light sources and bleed it out throughout the entire kit, giving it so I can use less power. Because that's the one thing about this kit that it definitely is going to need, is a lot of power to hold it up. Now, I am not going to do a diorama or a base stand. I've seen people do that, and I credit them for doing something like that. And learning what I've learned with the Perfect Grade Unicorn Gundam. Unicorn Gundam had a unique feature because its entire kit lit up. And that's why it needs that base stand, needs that battery pack, needs those controllers. There is no way in the world that kit can be on its own without a base, and it's lit up with LED lights. Maybe somebody can figure it out, who knows, but there's no way, absolutely no way, unless you make a 1/48 scale version of it, and then you probably have enough room inside the kit to do that. But in regards to this, with regards to the height size of the kit, I think I can squeeze in the battery inside the kit and make it mobile, where it does not require it to be locked down to a base or to a battery pack. The battery pack will be inside, and I will see if I can make it where the battery pack can be removed. Now, but let's figure out the lights first. So I have this 3mm light, which would probably be a good idea to put in the repulsor arms. For the chest area, I got these little LED sets here. Got this on eBay. And I'm thinking of either using this 5mm light LED light, or maybe there's a consideration of using the 10. Now, let me show you this. So here's, of course, the light source of the 3mm light, 5mm, which can be perfect for the arc reactor. But the reason why I'm looking at the 10mm, there's clearly more surface detail, more surface light. But I want to put like fiber optics, which will allow me to funnel the light into a different direction, like, say, for example, this part here, or this part here. Now these are 2mm fiber optic lights, cables. So some would say I could probably do this and put it in the arm. Problem is, this thing is very, very rigid, and it's not as flexible as you think. Oh yeah, it is flexible, but not to the point where you can actually bend the arm and it'll stay into place. If I do that, it'll snap back into its original form. I try to warm this up to see how well the light will illuminate, and I could probably put maybe heat source this where I could bend it, kind of like what I did with the plastic parts of the Strike Freedom full burst mode. But then it'll definitely, destroy this, and there's no way to funnel that. So it has to have one of these lights in the arms to funnel the lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create I'm going to do something right now. So give me a few moments, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here is a rough idea of how the LEDs will look like. I did it this way just as an example. This is not, of course, finalized. So we have the 10mm LED light as, the core light that's going to be inside the body. And we have the two 3mm lights that's going to be funneled down to the arms. Now, yes, I'm using these as just to connect them, but eventually what's going to happen is I'm going to solder a wire plus a resistor plus a wire, and then a resistor is going to go here, resistor will go there, another wire here, and then it will go, the remaining two ends here will go directly to a switch and a battery. Now, like I said before, the what you see there, this is 9 volts. So I'm going to use a 9-volt battery. And in these custom connectors, we have this, as you can see. Very powerful, very cool. The possibility of using this is something that I have been considering, because I am thinking of maybe using not the CMOS batteries, and using 3 of those little batteries to power it up. But I kind of find it more comfortable using using the 9-volt, because I think it'll probably be a lot easier. The only problem is it's huge. I was originally going to use this battery, maybe even use 2 of these batteries, on the Hulk Ball Buster. Thinking that maybe if I can put it like under the foot and build it within the foot where I can switch it and whatnot, that'll probably be a lot easier. However, that didn't seem to be the case, because I'm using this as a reference point, and the foot would have been way too big. Yes, I understand that it was supposed to be bulky, but the foot would have been way too bulky and way too disproportionate. So using this 9-volt battery would have been great, but it's not going to be great. And I would have had to, how can I say this, rebuilt up the Hulk ball buster a little bit bigger, you could say. So what I'm probably going to be doing is I'm going to create my own custom battery compartment, and using 3 of these. And unfortunately, I thought I had more of these batteries, but I have to purchase one. I thought I did. I probably have it, but you know what? Let me check something here. Okay, here it is. These are Duracell batteries, 3 volts apiece. Not as bulky and big as the 9-volt, but these are 9 volts right here. So the whole purpose, of course, is to do this. If I can get that done properly. Here we go. You see? It's kind of hard to do this, but come on. If I can get it all in one shot, that'd be great. I highly doubt it's going to work. There we go. All 3 lights are on, but that's the whole purpose of this, to show what I plan to do. So, if I can do this for these lights, I can do another set of 3 and put it someplace in the body of the Hulk ball buster. So, pulling this guy out again, I can easily. So yeah, this light fixture will go here. Actually, picking this up. So this one will go here, clearly, right there, and then funnel the wiring all the way through here. Same thing here. And by the way, I gotta fix this. I'm not feeling it. And then this bulb will go in there. The thing is, though, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I should do it this way. As a matter of fact, let me just get one battery out here, because I don't want to do this positive, negative. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if I should be doing it this way, but then again, it's funneling the light forward. So if I do it this way, it funnels the light forward this way. I'm sorry, I said funneling a light up and not funneling it forward. But if I do it this way, it won't illuminate the head. That's why I have the fiber optic lights. May not use that. I have thinner ones, which will go. I will be drilling holes here in the back, and of course there's a hole here already. Then the other LED lights. Between putting 2 here, in which case I will then attempt to funnel lights going from the back here and here where the thrusters are. So I have 2 thrusters here and 4 here, and so that will be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. I was going to think of doing, putting a light in the head, but if I can squeeze in, the fiber optics going upwards here, that'll be great. Alright, let's move on with this construction. Okay, proof of concept here. This is the idea that I have. 6 LEDs. 1 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1 there, and 1 in the middle. Granted, these LEDs are here, but I didn't stick them in here yet. That I have to flesh out. The whole purpose of this test here, this is a test, is to show you how my idea is for the Hulk ball buster. The two LED lights that goes here in the knees, which will be represented by these little guys, which I'm going to cut out and put on the little the glass cover, and then I'm going to cut along the edges here and here so it can slide in all the way. The overall height of this should be, of course, a little taller from here to give it the overall posture. Not the posture. The overall form of the mobile suit, of the Hulk ball buster. Sorry. Wiring was a bit of a chore, and I've done everything. I've done the best type of research I can to figure out if I did it right or wrong. Let's do the arithmetic one more time. Each LED light is 3 watts apiece. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. A total of 18 watts. I decided to roll up all the 3-watt batteries that I have, the little thin ones, into this little ball, this little thing here. I know it's going to be weird to put as a battery pack, but I had a thought on how to do that. We'll discuss that later on. Since the wattage is so even, no reason for me to put resistors on. Resistors are only to be used if, of course, the wattage on the LED lights is less than the wattage here, which of course you will need the. Hopefully I said that right. The battery on this one is too powerful for this, so that's why you need the resistors. Now, I put on a resistor on this, but I removed it because it didn't work the way I wanted. Maybe I didn't understand it. It's kind of hard to look at these little. Let me pull this out for a second. Sorry. It's kind of hard to read these little strips here. I know that this could be 10 ohms, or the ohm thing just drove me nuts. All I know is I did it this way. I was originally going to put a 3-watt battery here. Actually, no, correction. I was originally going to do 5 lights and then bleed out the light that was in here all the way up, but it didn't seem feasible. And there was another reason why, but that's why I put on the 6th light. So, with that being said, I'm going to jury-rig this, putting my nail on the negative end, and then doing this, and I get that. What do you think of that? You think I'm crazy doing this? Well, I hope not, because I'm amazed that it was able to light up. I'm very, very amazed. Clearly you could see the inside is off center, but that could be adjusted, positioned. This can be adjusted, position. These, of course, I'm going to be cutting them off again because I'm using the long edges of the LED lights, the long steel prongs. So I'm going to adjust it a way where it can fit in properly. Then I'm going to wrap them around, with tape, and feed them around. The same thing holds true with this, which I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to. The light source, the power is far more powerful than this one here. So the light source, I'm going to see how I'm going to bleed, or how I'm going to funnel the fiber optic going to the back for one of the thrusters. Same holds true for this one when I put the 4 thrusters here. But look how it is. Look at this. Granted, this is not the battery source that I'm going to put on. Actually, correction, this is the battery source, but it's not going to be in this configuration. My whole idea came when I saw someone else's build, and I saw the side skirt. It was a little too big. Now, I'm not going to put a side skirt on. I originally was not going to put a side skirt, but now I'm thinking I'm going to have to. Where I'm going to stack three of these, one here, one here. So it's going to be 2 sets of 3s. I'll have the positive strip, and then I'll make a special case where I can pop it open and remove it, and on the other end it'll be the negative case, so positive and negative. And then of course I'll put them into place. There is one last thing that I want to discuss, but now I can't find it, so I guess I'll have to postpone it for another time. But yeah, this has come out amazingly well. But we're not even done yet. We're almost not even there, and we're now you could say we're coming down to the wire. But in my next video, we should now see the overall armor and other parts over it, as well as more redefined LED lights. So, thanks for guys watching this very long build of part 3 of the phase 3 of my Hulk Build Buster, and stay tuned for phase 4.